Welcome to Story Kids!
Welcome to our cozy Storytime channel. Let's start our magical bedtime story. Are you ready for an adventure?
Hello, friends. It's me. Let's read a story about an unusual tree that blossoms at night. It was a beautiful summer night. A little boy named Milo was walking home from his friend's house. He walked past an old oak tree and suddenly he heard a magical sound. He stopped to listen. It was the sound of tiny bells. Curious, Milo started walking towards the sound. He wanted to see where it was coming from. Suddenly, the ground began to shake and the leaves on the oak tree rustled. Then he saw the most amazing thing. The oak tree was blossoming. Thousands of white flowers were blooming. They looked like stars. And from the center of the tree, the magical tinkling sound was coming. Milo had never seen anything like this before. He walked closer to the tree. Suddenly, a small bell-like flower fell from the tree right in front of him. Milo picked it up and smelled it. It smelled like cinnamon and cloves. And then he saw a tiny ladybug crawling out of the flower. She flew onto Milo's finger and said, "Thank you for helping me. Now I can blossom into a ladybird." With that, she crawled under his jacket and disappeared. Startled, Milo looked around. Was he dreaming? What was going on? Was this tree really blossoming at night? He didn't understand. Just then, another flower fell near him. It smelled like sweet orange and ginger. Out popped a little caterpillar. He thanked Milo for helping him and crawled on his finger. Then he wriggled into the pocket of his shirt. One by one, all the flowers fell and each flower had a different magical creature living inside. There was a spider who spun a web of moonlight, a beetle that flew on gossamer wings, a worm that glowed with starlight, and finally, a snail that left a shimmering trail behind. All these magical creatures were grateful to Milo for helping them come out of their cocoons. Then Milo noticed that all the flowers had one thing in common. On the back of each flower petal was a letter. When he put the petals together, they formed a message. It read, "You have freed us from our cocoons, so we will grant you one wish." Milo thought for a moment. He looked at the flowers and the magical creatures. He realized that he had made some real friends tonight. So he wished that all of them would always be happy. And that's when the magic happened. The oak tree shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow. The flowers glowed and the magical creatures fluttered and danced around Milo. The oak tree was no longer just a tree. It was a magical tree full of wonder and magic. The next day, Milo went back to the oak tree. He looked around, but everything seemed normal. There were no flowers or magical creatures to be seen. Disappointed, Milo sat down on the tree's roots. Then he heard a voice. "Why are you sad?" Startled, Milo turned around. He saw the snail from last night. "Why aren't you sad?" asked Milo. "That because I am happy," said the snail, "and so are my friends." Then all the magical creatures appeared. They were all happy and smiling. They told Milo that they were now free to live in the human world during the day. From that day on, Milo became the protector of the midnight magic tree. Every night he visited the tree and spent time with his magical friends. They played hide and seek among the flowers and chased each other in the moonlight. Milo was the happiest boy in the world. He had discovered a magical tree full of magical creatures, and most importantly, he had real friends. The end.
Thank you for watching, little dreamers. We hope you love the story as much as we loved sharing it with you. If you enjoyed the adventure, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel so you never miss a magical bedtime story. And leave a comment to tell us what your favorite part was. Sweet dreams, and we'll see you next time for another magical tale. Good night.